This is an audio of the excerpt of How to Make Friends with the Dark by Kathleen Glasgow. How to Make Friends with the Dark by Kathleen Glasgow is a novel about a girl named Tiger. It's always been Tiger and her mother against the world. Then, on a day like any other, Tiger's mother dies. It's Tiger alone, making friends with the dark, which is another way of saying grieving. In this scene, the reader gets a glimpse into the life of the relationship of Tiger and her mother. I find the bills by accident stuffed underneath a pile of underwear in the dresser my mother and I share. Instead of clean socks, my hands come away with a thick stack of envelopes marked urgent, last notice, contact immediately. My heart thuds. We don't have a lot. We never have. But we've made to do with what my mom makes as the county bookmobile lady, and from helping out at Bonita's daycare. Come summer, we've got the Jelly Mobile, and that's another story. You don't hide things in drawers unless you're worried. Mom's been on the couch since yesterday morning, cocooned in a black and red wool blanket, sleeping off a headache. Mom, I say loudly. Mommy! No answer. I check the crooked clock on the wall. 40 minutes until zero period. We're at what my mom likes to call a well-oiled, good-looking, and good-smelling machine. But I need the other half of my machine to beep and whir at me and to do all the other stuff moms are supposed to do. If I don't have her, I don't have anything. It's not like with my friend Kate, who has two parents and an uncle living with her. If my mom is sick, we are crap out of luck and help for companionship and rides to school. Mom! I scream as loud as I can, practically ripping my throat in the process. I shove the bills back beneath a stack of underwear and head into the front room. The scream worked. She's sitting up. The wool blanket crumbled on the floor. Good morning to you, too, she mumbles thickly. Her short hair is matted on one side and spiky on the other. She looks around like she recognizes nothing, like she's an alien suddenly dropped into our strange earthly atmosphere. She blinks once, twice, 3 times, then says, Tiger baby, give me some coffee, will you? There's no coffee. I use my best accusatory voice. I have to be a little mean. I mean, come on. It looks like we're in dire straits here. Plus, a couple of other things, like Kai, are currently burning a hole in my brain. I need mom things to be happening. There's nothing, I say. Well, peanut butter. You can have a big fat hot cup of steaming peanut butter. My mom smiles, which kills me because I can't resist it. And everything I thought I might say about the stack of unpaid bills kind of flies out the window. Things will be fixed now. Things will be okay, like always. We can beep and we're again. Mom gets up and walks to the red coffee maker. Coffee is my mother's drug. That's the cigarettes, no matter how much Bonita and cake and I tell her they're disgusting and deadly. When I was little, I used to wake up at the crack of dawn, ready to play with her, just her, before she dragged me to the daycare. And I always had to wait until she had her first cup of coffee and her first cigarette. It was agony waiting for that stupid machine to glug out a cup while my hands itched with Legos and pickup sticks. She heaves a great sigh. Shoot, she says. Baby, I better get my button gear, huh? She's standing in the sink, trying to turn on the faucet, but nothing's coming out. The water's still crappy? I was hoping. That was just a bad dream, she nods to the faucet. Pacheco isn't returning my calls, I say. Mr. Pacheco is our landlord, and not a very nice one. She murmurs, I guess I'll have to deal with that today, too. I'm silent. Is she talking about the bills? Maybe I should. Mom holds out her arms. Come here, baby. Here, come to me. I run so fast I almost slip on the threadbare wool rug in the floor, and I go flying against her, my face landing just under her collarbone. Her lips graze the top of my head. Mom trembles. Her shirt's damp, like she's been sweating. She must need a cigarette. I'm sorry, she whispers into my hair. I don't know what happened. What a headache. Bonita leaving the daycare closing. It's just a lot all at once, and I guess I stressed. Did you even have any dinner last night? I had a pack of lime jello and my stomach is screaming for food, but I don't tell her this. I just keep nuzzling her. My mother pulls away and laughs. Grace, she says. Hearing my real name makes me cringe. Gracie, that pajama top doesn't quite fit you anymore, baby doll. I pull defensively at the hem of my t-shirt and cross my arms over my chest. My mom sighs. I know what's coming, so I prepare my I'm bored face. Tiger, she says firmly, you're a beautiful girl, and I was just teasing, which I shouldn't have done. You should never hide you. You're going into something wondrous. Don't be ashamed. Wondrous. She and Bonita are crazy for the affirmation talk. Cake likes to say their mission in life is to build a better girl than they were. You know, she once said. Their moms probably put them on diets of cottage cheese before prom and told them to keep their legs closed around boys. I roll my eyes and groan. You have to tell me those things, I answer. You don't. You're my mom. It's your job. Description. Her face softens and I feel guilty. Once I overheard her say to Bonita, I try to tell Tiger all the things I never got to hear, you know? And I always want to know, what didn't she get to hear? Because she's tight-lipped about her early non-mom kid-like days. Her parents died when she was in college and she doesn't like to talk about them. My mother rummages around the cabinets and somehow, somewhere, finds a lone can of Coke, even though I scoured the cabinets last night for spare eats. She takes a long, grateful sip and then wipes her mouth. She fishes in her purse for a cigarette. Go get dressed, Tiger. I'll drop you at school, and then I've got a lot of things to do today. Today is going to be one hell of a day. I promise. Food, Pacheco, the works. I'll make up for being out of it, okay? Okay. Mom heads out to the backyard to smoke, and I hit the bedroom, where I frantically try to find something suitable in my closet of mostly unsuitable clothing. My mother thinks finding clothes in boxes on the side of the road is creative and fun and interesting and environmentally conscious. One person's trash is another person's treasure. And not like actually a byproduct of our thin finances, but sometimes I wish I went to school dressed like any other girl, in leggings and a tee, maybe, with cute strappy sandals to highlight pink polished toenails. Instead, I mostly look like a creature time forgot, dressed in old clothes that look like, well, old clothes. I drag on a skirt and a faded t-shirt and jam a baseball cap on my head, because the water in the shower is starting to look suspicious too, so a shower is out of the question. I brush my teeth like a demon in the bathroom and splash water in my face. Then, like I always do, I allow myself a minimum of 3 seconds to wonder, who the hell is that? Where did she come from? Because the dark and straight hair is nothing like my mother's short, light mop, my freckles look like scattered dirt next to her creamy, blemish-free face. So much of me is from the person who shall not be named. So much of me is unknown. Here I am, and for now, I need to get my mother in gear, get to school, make it through zero period, and the little 5 day a week crap show that I like to call the horror of Lupe Hidalgo, which, if I survive, leads to bio, and to Kai Henderson, the very thought of whom makes my heart start to pound like a stupid, lovesick drum, and one who is one of the things I need to talk to my mother about.